Lightly fried, my delicious halloumi and courgette cakes squeeze every last bit of flavour out of those vegetables. But first, I'm preparing a simple slow roast tomato and watercress salad.
These cherry tomatoes are perfect. If you haven't got cherry tomatoes, vine tomatoes are good, or even just big, normal plum tomatoes. Lay the tomatoes on the tray. And these go into the oven for about 90 minutes.
If you turn the oven down really low, you can leave them in overnight.
To be honest, the longer you leave them, the better they taste.
Once you've seasoned them with salt, sprinkle over with some sugar.
And the salt and the sugar combined speeds up the drying process because you want that nice chewy texture. And then you get these little thyme flowers and just pick off the buds. Garlic, sliced. Then just spread that on. Now the tray looks quite full and compact, but 90 minutes in the oven, you'll see everything shrink down, all the skin's blistering, and the flavour intensifies so nicely. Extra virgin olive oil, that gives a nice earthy flavour to the tomatoes.
Place your tomatoes into an oven preheated to 150 degrees C and cook long and slow for an hour and a half.
Now, halloumi cakes. There's something quite exciting about halloumi cheese. It's a very firm cheese and it fries brilliantly. Peel the carrots. Great. Not too finely, you want that nice texture.
Next, courgette.
The secret is keeping it all grated the same. Put that into a sieve.
A sprinkling of salt will draw out liquid from the vegetables. Then grate the halloumi.
Halloumi cheese doesn't look that tasty, but once you've got colour on it in the pan, it's really, really delicious. Now, really important to squeeze out the excess water from the veg. And you'll see all that water that needs to come out of there. If we didn't do this, it'll make your little patties non-friable because the whole thing starts to separate and then mix in with the cheese. Spring onions, chop up the whites and the greens. Now we're going to season that with some delicious fresh mint and fresh coriander. Whenever it's vegetarian, I like to put a combination of herbs in there. Tarragon and parsley, mint and coriander, basil and lemongrass.
All delicious on their own, but in tandem, their flavours play off each other.
Next, 2 eggs in. Give that a little mix. Add the eggs to the mixture. And then finally, a couple of tablespoons of breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs help dry out any excess moisture. Mix all the ingredients together. Before you start shaping these, taste the mixture. It's really important to identify the seasoning now.
If you wait until you've cooked them, it'll be too late to adjust the seasoning.
Roll them to a large golf ball. Shape them to like a little mini burger. You can spice these up with some chilli in there. If you haven't got fresh chilli, chilli flakes. And it's something that can be done up a day in advance.
To get your cakes firm and ready for frying, put them into the fridge uncovered for 25 minutes.
Pan on. Get that nice and hot. Whilst I'm waiting for that, I'll get the dressing ready.
Slice of red chilli, seeds and all, on an angle into shards. Then chop fresh ginger. Season with a sprinkle of sugar and salt. Add some rice wine vinegar. Add a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. To finish off, some chopped coriander.
Got that sweet, sour, spicy flavour.
With my chilli dressing done, I can start frying off my halloumi cakes in a hot, oiled pan.
We get that nice, crisp edge. You can already start to smell that sautéed halloumi with the courgettes and carrots. Smells delicious. Really important to put a nice amount of colour on them.
As my cakes sizzle away, I can finish off my roast tomato salad.
One of my favourite leaves has to be watercress. Just cut off stalks. Shallot rings. Watercress and shallot go brilliantly well together. The shallot looks so dainty when you open up these little ringlets.
Don't forget to turn your cakes.
Now, tomatoes. Whatever you don't use, just jar them and put them in the fridge. Just drop those slow-cooked, warm tomatoes over the watercress. The sweetness is incredible, absolutely delicious. A little drizzle of aged balsamic vinegar. Gives that tartness to the watercress. Watercress is naturally peppery, so it doesn't need any pepper. Just a little touch of salt. And then a light sprinkling of extra virgin olive oil.
After 5 minutes on a medium heat, my halloumi cakes are ready.
So important to have taken out that water. You can see it doesn't disintegrate. And then just get your dressing. Take a spoon of it and then tilt it to the side because I want the garnish. I don't want the juice. And if that does not turn you on to become a vegetarian for the night, I honestly don't know what will. Delicious.
My crispy golden halloumi, courgette and herb cakes with a sumptuous roast tomato and watercress salad, all of the flavour with none of the meat. First, a hearty starter of bruschetta with ricotta and succulent griddled courgettes. For my main, I'm serving fragrant roasted beetroot and thyme risotto. But I'll be in trouble with the kids if I don't do a pud. So I'm enlisting the help of my youngest, Tilly, to rustle up an indulgent chocolate and lime mousse with crushed raspberries.
So if you unwrap the chocolate, start breaking it up in little bits. We're going to make the most amazing white chocolate mousse.
Our first job is to bring half of our cream up to the boil.
So what kind of cream is that in there, Dad?
That is double cream, OK? So that's going to make a really nice, rich chocolate mousse. What's your favourite sort of chocolate? Is it white, milk, dark?
I love white and milk. What's yours?
I absolutely love milk chocolate.
Oh, that's my guilty pleasure.
Is it really? Here we go. Cream in. So that goes in there. Now, you can see what's happening straight away, can't you?
It's melting really quickly.
Melting really quickly, so, OK. Oh, excuse me. At least your jumper's white, so you won't spot it.
Yeah, and I've got a nice little snack for later.
In another bowl, add lime zest, cold cream, and whisk until it forms soft peaks.
The lime cuts the sort of richness of the cream, and that starts to make the chocolate mousse taste a little bit lighter.
It smells really good. The lime gives it a really nice zinginess.
Zinginess, you're absolutely right.
Next, add to the melted chocolate mixture.
And because I'm whisking, it's just getting lighter and lighter and lighter. Have a little taste. Nice?
Yeah, the lime gives it a really nice taste.
Tilly, I need the rest for the mousse.
I need some for my tummy.
No, come on. Chocolate mousse into the fridge.
Our next job is to separate out 3 egg whites.
This is where I need you at your absolute best, OK? Because to whip those whites is going to be really tough. So we'll take it in turns, 30 seconds each, OK? You go first. 10 seconds gone. Come on, Tilly. 15 seconds gone. 20 seconds gone. Come on, you can do it. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And change. Excellent. Hold the bowl. Right.
No. No way! Jesus!
Oh, what? Come on.
It's over, Dad.
Matilda!
That's
you can't
it.
walk out and Daddy.
You can't do that to me. 30 seconds, this puny little thing, and you come with this big little machine gun.
Because that's the best way of whipping up egg whites.
But why didn't I do it that way?
You start tipping that sugar in slowly. Good girl.
Still not very happy, you know.
So,
Our contentious whipped egg whites will make our mousse light and airy. And when they've reached soft peaks, we can gently mix in our cooled white chocolate and cream mixture.
once the egg whites hit the cream,
Yeah.
the chocolate sets. The egg whites keep the cream nice and fluffy, and you get this nice light mousse in the bowl. Now, I need you to crush some raspberries, please, with some fresh mint.
You can see all the juice coming out.
Now, take your mousse.
Wow, that looks really cool.
Now, look at that down the bottom there, look. Crushed raspberry. Delicious.
And the mint.
Now, I'm going to set that in the fridge. If you could be so kind to open the door, please.
Our yummy white chocolate mousse will take at least 2 hours to set, so we can crack on with our Mediterranean-inspired vegetarian starter. griddled courgette, ricotta and mint bruschetta. For this recipe, you'll need a griddle pan, an essential piece of kit for that char grill look. Cut thick slices of ciabatta bread. Drizzle both sides with olive oil. Season with a little salt and pepper and griddle each side until toasted. Then slice a couple of courgettes diagonally into 1/2 centimetre thick pieces. Drizzle and coat in olive oil and season with salt and pepper. Sear on a smoking hot griddle pan in batches until all the courgettes are bar marked on both sides. Next, roughly chop mint leaves and combine with creamy ricotta cheese. Spread your toasted ciabatta with dollops of minty ricotta and top with your seared courgette. Super simple and super tasty.
Now we're going to make a delicious beetroot risotto. I want you to get the shallots, just slice them in half, and then just chop them like that, OK?
OK.
Now, have you ever made a risotto?
No, I haven't, actually.
Shallots, please, into the pan for Daddy.
Add a sprinkle of salt and pepper along with a couple of crushed cloves of garlic.
Once you start cooking the risotto, it's really important to have your stock gently boiling away. If we're adding cold stock on top of the rice all the time, it just slows down the process. Generally, you cook at a nice, wide, flat pan.
Yeah.
If you cook in a deep pan, all the rice sort of cooks at different temperatures.
What stock is that in there, Dad?
Okay, so that's a vegetable stock.
Yeah, because you can't have different stocks if it's for a vegetarian, can you?
No,
You can't have chicken stock.
I made that mistake once, putting beef stock in a vegetarian soup.
Did you?
No, I didn't. Matilda,
Sure.
I'm positive. I'm joking. Fry off the thyme. How nice does that smell?
It smells delicious.
Rice in.
That's a bit of a different rice.
This is Alboria rice. It's a perfect rice for risotto. Now, it's really important to sear the rice. If we were just to put the stock in without sweating off the rice, it goes all starchy. So keep on stirring for Daddy.
Is this going to make a flambe?
No flambe on the risotto.
To go with our deep red beetroot theme, I'm adding red wine, followed by the first ladle of stock to get things started.
Now we're off.
Wow. It's giving it a cloudy sort of look.
What's happening to the stock?
The stock is reducing down and the rice is sucking it in.
That's right. So the rice is actually getting nice and plump. When a risotto is live, when it's like this now, we can't stop cooking it. We have to cook it all the way. OK, ready for the next ladle?
I'm ready.
Good girl. Here we go. Ladle in. So we have to make this for literally 20, 25 minutes, and we're nursing it all the way. Beetroots. Peeled them, rubbed them a little bit of salt and sugar,
Yeah.
and a little bit of aged balsamic vinegar in there. Roasted them. I'm going to grate my parmesan. How's that rice doing?
The rice is doing good.
Now, that is exactly where we want to be now, look. Look at that nice, glossy, textured rice. So beetroots, I want you to put 2/3 of the beetroot in there for me, saving 1/3 for the top. Good. Sprinkle the parmesan in there for me, please, all over. Nice.
It's like it's snowing.
Again. And then we're just going to get some nice butter in there. The butter gives the risotto a really nice gloss. Look at that. Beautiful. Let that come down. Let it come down first. All right, get your spoon in there now for Daddy. Beautifully, there you go. Good. Wonderful. Shake it. Risotto should be like lava. It just flows out. And then the rest of the beetroot on top. And then finish. And some extra virgin olive oil on top. There. I'll pick up the bruschetta. You take that to the table. OK? Let's go, Danny.
This is my ultimate vegetarian dinner. Delicious courgette ricotta and mint top bruschetta. An unctuous roasted beetroot and thyme risotto. And for put, an indulgent white chocolate and lime mousse with fresh crushed raspberries.